BFTB, best fight the best. So today, I had a lot on my mind, and I didn't want to generalize this video, so I'm just going to talk to y'all about boxing. So Tyson Fury is fighting Francisco Pichenzal, whoever the fuck. And this man is being given a pass. He's being given a pass. We're all giving him a pass. I just had to think about this. Like, we're giving him a pass. We're saying, well, you haven't fought in X amount of time, and, you was fat. So now let's just, let's let you work your way back into shape and stuff like that. Well, I was one of those people giving him a pass. I was inclined to give him a pass. I'm like, I'm speaking out about, let's let him work his way back in, and he's going to be a monster when he gets back in, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But the reality of the matter is, nobody gave Floyd Mayweather a pass when he was injured in the Castillo fight. Nobody gave him a pass. You know what I'm saying? They were saying, oh, you lost that Castillo fight. You lost, and this and that and that and this. And he was clearly injured. And had minor surgery. You know what I'm saying? And then came back just a few months later and fought this man again and embarrassed Castillo. But yet, because Fury was fat, we're supposed to give him a pass and say, well, you can fight anybody you want till you get yourself back in shape. And I was thinking, wait a minute, something's not right about this whole situation. Deontay Wilder tore he tore his arm, he tore his bicep, had spins, had major surgery, and then came back and fought a top 10 guy in his first fight back. Now, I don't give a fuck if y'all say, oh, well, Gerald Washington wasn't even really that. Gerald Washington was a top 10 fighter. He was ranked number 10 by the WBC. But what y'all say about rankings and where y'all think people rank, that's irrelevant. None of that shit matters to nobody but y'all and y'all fan bitches who have a narrative for why you're saying what you're saying to discredit somebody. Those are facts. None of the shit that you're saying about where someone is ranked matters. The only thing that matters is where the sanctioning body, where that champion is the champion, the sanctioning body says they're ranked. That's the only thing that matters. Ranking all of Joshua's competitors doesn't matter. Ranking all of, as long as they're ranked in the top for IBF, as long as they're ranked in the top 15, he can fight them. For the WBO, as long as they're ranked in the top 15, and for the WBA, it really doesn't matter because they kiss Anthony Joshua's ass so much, he could fight fucking Mike Tyson right now and they sanction it. So it really doesn't matter about WBA. But the WBC, if you're not in the top 15, you can't fight. You can't fight Wilder. Gerald Washington was in the top 10. He was ranked number 10. But nobody was saying, give him a break. Let him fight it. He shouldn't have to fight a top 10 competitor. He should fight, somebody, towards the top 15, towards the bottom of that. Let him fight one of those guys so that he can, get his way back in because he just come off of surgery. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. And here we are praising Lomachenko. We're praising Lomachenko for this. And rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? He deserves. Lomachenko's coming back in August and fighting somebody. Lomachenko deserves praise. But so did Floyd Mayweather and so did Deontay Wilder. And there's many others that have done that too, but they're not on the coincidental list where, you guys prefer, the fan bitches prefer to not like him and have a reason to hate on him. So because of that reason, then, they'll justify it however way they want to justify it. Whatever way they want to spin the narrative today. I was just thinking about that shit. Wait a minute. Deontay didn't have no fucking tune-up. He fought Gerald Washington. That was a number 10 rated undefeated fighter. And they say, oh, well, Gerald Washington is trash. Wait a minute now. Didn't Gerald Washington fight Mansoor? Didn't he beat Mansoor or draw with Mansoor? Blah, blah, blah. Didn't Dominic Brazil get dropped by Mansoor? I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's speak the facts. You know what I'm saying? If we're praising Dominic Brazil for fighting Amir Mansoor when he fought Joshua, because he didn't fight Izzy Agono yet. He hadn't fought Izzy Agono. He had just fought Amir Mansoor, and that's the only person on his resume. So let's keep it 100 here. But whatever about that. Tyson Fury fighting fucking Vinny Panzienza from some, like, what the fuck, man? Whatever. Tyson Fury, fight who you want. I really don't care. You're not a champion, so it really doesn't matter. And we can all say, yeah, you're the real champion because you were never beat in the ring. We can say that. We can say that all we want. But on paper, this motherfucker is not a champion. Period. Now, is he still the lineal champion? By our own perspective, he is. But in reality, he's not that either, because he got stripped of that too. So by our perspective, he is, because he hasn't been beaten in the ring. You know what I'm saying? No one's beaten him. But, I mean, the reality of it is he's not nothing. That's why he can fight fucking Joe Blow from Idaho, fucking Joe the Plumber, you know what I'm saying, and fucking Del Boy, Pizza Boy Dope. He can fight them motherfuckers, because it really doesn't matter who he fights. And he's just making a claim that he's still the champion, the lineal champion, and blah, blah, blah. He can make those claims all he wants. I mean, there's some weight behind him, but there's no facts behind him. The facts behind him is there is no lineal champion. That's the facts. There is no lineal champion. Just like Manny Pacquiao fighting Lucas Matisse. Frankly, I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I really don't care. And I'm a boxing fan, and I love boxing, and I watch boxing, and I'll watch just the highlights of it if I'm not doing anything. But I'm not going to take some time out of my day, set some time out of my day to watch Manny Pacquiao at fucking 95 years old fight Lucas Matisse, who is nothing but a puncher. But no one's saying nothing about that. And you know, here's crazy things, because I can compare all these guys back to Wilder. All of them. You know, everybody's like, oh, well, you know, Deontay Wilder don't have no boxing skills. He doesn't have no boxing skills. He's just a puncher. Well, what the fuck does Lucas Matisse have? What does he have? What did Chino Maidana have? Chino Maidana, Lucas Matisse, they were not no fucking great boxers. They weren't boxers at all. They were just punchers, sluggers. That's it. With power. They hit you, they get you out of there. But the name in the game is to hit and not get hit, and it's called boxing. So, I mean, my man just boxing. Deontay Wilder is boxing. Regardless if y'all like his style or not, it doesn't matter. A lot of people didn't like fucking Maravilla's style. They didn't like Sergio Martinez's style. A lot of people didn't like it. But it was effective and it worked for him. Deontay Wilder's style is effective and works for him. You know, he is the fear of the unknown. But whatever about that. Whatever. Just like, man, then you got Mikey Garcia. Something that MBT, shout out to MBT, something that MBT said to me. I give Mikey Garcia respect and kudos and props for fighting or calling for fights of the best. I give him that. I give him that. I don't, like, so let me not veer off. Let me get to MBT's point. Mikey Garcia moved up to 140 to fight for a belt that Terrence Crawford vacated. Why didn't he move up to 140 to fight Terrence Crawford? That is a good ass question. Why did he not fight Gamboa? That is a good ass question. So I give him respect, but I don't take it all back, but I do take some of it back, because now that after NBT enlightened me, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on a second, let's take a step back and think about this shit. Mikey Garcia fought Lipinets, but Lipinets was vying to get a fight with fucking Indongo for the IBF title, and as soon as Terrence Crawford beat Indongo, I don't remember Mikey Garcia calling for fucking Terrence Crawford. I don't remember that. I don't ever remember Mikey Garcia calling for Terrence Crawford. Why didn't he? He was at 140. That was a serious legacy fight. Mikey Garcia versus Terrence Crawford for undisputed. Mikey Garcia could have called Terrence Crawford out right after he won that title, just like he's calling out Spence. He thinks shit sweet with Spence is what he thinks. He thinks shit sweet. And 78 said something the other day on his stream with Black Fight Fan TV, and I agree with him 100%. Mikey Garcia doesn't want to fight Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford is a known boxer puncher. You know what I'm saying? A known boxer puncher. It's not known whether or not Errol Spence can actually really, really get down and box with these jokers. That's not known because he destroys people. So there is really no need to know it. You know what I'm saying? There's really no need. He destroys them. So Mikey Garcia thinks shit's sweet, and he's like, well, you know, I haven't seen nothing with that. But here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that thought process for Mikey Garcia. Errol Spence will destroy Mikey Garcia. So while we're saying, you know, while Mikey's in there thinking shit sweet, like, well, you know, because he hasn't seen Errol actually get down and box, because Errol he hasn't had to actually do that. I mean, he boxed with what the fuck, Brooke, but Brooke, you know what I'm saying, Brooke was ready to lay down. So, you know, once Errol put them paws on him and he actually felt it and realized that them brownies that he was throwing, Errol was just eating them, and it had no effect. So, you know, he just started to lay down. He was ready to quit. But anyways, and I like Brooke. I do. But Mikey thinks shit's sweet. I hope he don't think he's gonna be throwing something at Errol as if Mikey hits harder than Kell Brook, because that's nowhere near the case. And we all know it's not the punches that you see, it's the punches you don't see. But Mikey ain't throwing shit at Errol that Errol's not going to see. That no, you can't convince me of anything other than that. And if Mikey Garcia fights Errol Spence, so you know, Kell Brook was throwing them chocolate brownies. So I'm guessing Mikey Garcia will be throwing them quesadillas. Errol Spence will be knocking all kinds of shredded lettuce, chopped tomatoes, motherfucking picante sauce. There'll be guacamole everywhere. You know, Errol Spence will beat the shit out of Mikey Garcia. Don't do it, man. Look, Mikey, man, don't do it. But the inverse of that, right? If Mikey doesn't do it, then this is again something that MBT said. If Mikey does not fight Errol Spence, then Mikey is doing what Anthony Joshua has been doing to Deontay Wilder. And that is using Deontay Wilder's name to build his profile. And Eddie Hearn, the devil that he is so smart that he knows people's going to catch on to this. So before they catch on to it, Eddie Hearn is going to say the exact thing about Deontay Wilder. As if Deontay Wilder was not the champion before motherfucking Anthony Joshua. Smart dude, man. He's a smart man. A cunning snake. Smart man. He knew that if people said, wait a minute, why is Anthony Joshua calling out Deontay Wilder? Well, not Anthony Joshua, because he was too bitch to do it, but Eddie Hearn was calling out Deontay Wilder for Anthony Joshua. But people are going to be, why is he calling him out? Well, okay, well, if you're calling him out, then make the fight happen. make it happen. But Eddie Hearn knew that he wasn't ready for that work. Still ain't. So the best way to get around it is switch the narrative. Switch the narrative. Just change the narrative. Just be like, oh, well, Deontay Wilder's trying to use Anthony Joshua's name. So now Anthony Joshua doesn't need to fight Deontay Wilder. He don't need to. He can say, yeah, he's trying to use my name, so Deontay Wilder needs me because he's trying to use my name. When in reality, it was the actual inverse. Eddie Hearn built Anthony Joshua off of Deontay Wilder's name. Deontay Wilder was a WBC champion when Anthony Joshua was just a fucking competitor. He wasn't no champion of nothing. Because Eddie Hearn started to attach Anthony Joshua's name with Deontay Wilder, then Anthony Joshua started to get some buzz about, well, who is this guy? Because nobody knew who the fuck he was, and many people still don't. But they was like, well, who is this guy that they're tying to Deontay Wilder? Because we just saw Deontay Wilder. 1.8 million people watched Deontay Wilder fight Bermane Stiverne and win the title. You know what I'm saying? 1.8 million people watched that. We're talking about Americans, and I don't give a fuck about the bullshit numbers that y'all make up overseas, because none of those shits are fucking captured by the Nielsen ratings. So I don't really give a fuck. Y'all can say, yeah, 8 billion people around the world watch Anthony Joshua, but there's no factual proof behind it. Nobody's counting that shit. There is no Nielsen ratings behind it. Those are just fan bitch numbers that y'all make up, like y'all do with a lot of shit when it comes to Joshua. Like how much money this motherfucker makes. But whatever. Just like we know for a fact how much Deontay Wilder makes, we know for a fact how many people watched his fucking fights. Those are factual things that we know. We do not know how much Anthony Joshua makes, and we do not know how many people watch his fights. We do not know that because they can make up whatever the number they want, and there's nobody fucking proving that their numbers that they made up are even accurate. This motherfucker said, I saw several different articles. One of them where, quote, was supposedly 10 million people watch Anthony Joshua fight Klitschko, and then another one supposedly 20 million people watched it, and then another one 25 million people watched it, and another one 15 million people watched it. Like, stop y'all just making shit up. You're just making shit up. And none of them are saying, they're like, wow, this is estimated 25 million. Yeah, wow, this is estimated 10 million. This is, wow, a record 15 million people. But what are you basing this on? How the fuck can you say this is a record number and you're just making shit up, basing it on some other opinion? So you made up opinion saying that the opinion is 20 million people watch this fight. And then you go back and you break that opinion with another opinion, like, wow, what a record. 50 million people watch this fight. Like, whatever, dude, whatever. Y'all fan bitches are fucking weird as shit. Y'all are weird as fuck, man, but whatever. So just some craziness. And then people jump on my page talking about, all you talk about is Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. You're obsessed with Anthony Joshua and Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. No, I'm obsessed with calling them fucking cowards and frauds and liars and hype jobs. I'm obsessed with that. I'm not obsessed with them. I'm not a fan bitch. I don't care to see Anthony Joshua walking around with no shirt on. Or pussy popping, hanging upside down and shit, talking about waiting for a fucking signature. Whose signature you waiting for, you bitch ass nigga? Whose signature you waiting for? Fraud. Povetkin, the dude you're supposed to sign with immediate effect, that guy? Or you waiting on Deontay Wilder for a contract that he never agreed to? He never agreed to fight next year. Is that what y'all talking about? Fuck you talking about? And then you got these other guys. Yarde. Oh, Anthony Yarde. You know what? Some people give this dude kudos, man. I don't. I don't give Yardbird no kudos. Yardbird gets no respect from me. And people are going to say, damn, BFT, you being harsh on Anthony Yarde. Man, fuck Anthony Yarde. Anthony Yarde had an opportunity to fight Better BF for a title. A title. You have the shot at a title. That's what you have the shot at. That's why I give Lomachenko more respect than a lot of these fighters. Yeah, he had a lot of amateurs. So, he did. He has a lot of amateurs. But the same people that are saying, giving Anthony Yard, let him chill, nah, because those same people were shitting on Deontay Wilder for not, he's in Unified. What did he do in his first blah 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 fights? What did he do? What did he do? Even though Deontay Wilder was fighting any and everybody because nobody knew him, scratching and clawing, building his fucking name up, building his fucking life and brand. He built himself. He didn't have no powerhouse backing or any of that shit. Anthony Yard got motherfuckers backing him. I think Frank Warren, if I'm not mistaken. So he got a powerhouse shit backing him. He's got somebody backing him. But now he don't want to fight Better BF for a fucking title? What the fuck you in the game for if you don't want to fight for? If you don't want to prove you're the best? Man, I don't give Yardbird no respect. Fuck him. Until he proves himself. And that's how I am with any fighter. Prove yourself. Prove who the fuck you are. Until you prove yourself, people can like you and support you all they want. It won't be me. It won't be me. I'll tell you that right now. Not BFTB. Nope. Best fight the best. That's what I'm about. I think Better BF is one of the best. I think he'll fucking flatline Kovalev. I don't care what anybody says. That's my opinion and I'm sticking with it. Fuck Kovalev. But right now, Kovalev is up there as one of the best. And I'm down for best fighting the best. So, if Kovalev and Better BF fight, I'm going with Better BF. But if Yardbird is supposed to be one of the best, well then he should be fighting one of the best. And if he ain't fighting one of the best, then I don't give a fuck about him. Just that simple, man. I'm down with best fight the best. That's what I'm down with. And Yardbird is talking about, I'm gonna come along slowly and No! I bet you if Deontay Wilder had an opportunity for a fucking title fight in his fucking 15th fight, I bet you he would have took it. Without question. I have no doubts in my mind that Wilder would have took that fucking title fight in his 15th fight. He would have took it. But he wasn't offered it. Nobody was trying to give him that shit. They knew better. An awkward, wild power puncher that can hit you and knock your motherfucking head clean off your shoulders. Don't nobody want that work. Don't nobody want that shit. But whatever. Like I said, I'm just talking. I'm just talking. Just talking. Spitting out facts as I know them. Spitting them out. And I'll probably make another one more specific. But this one, I just wanted to let some shit loose, man. Just wanted to talk a little bit. Speak out to the fam and see how y'all are doing out there. And yeah. Alright, I'm out. BFTB.